What up, everybody? It's your boy CG back at you guys again with some more crypto news, articles, and information. Now, before we get into today's articles, if you guys could do me a favor and hit that like button. It brings more exposure to the channel. It's the easiest way to show support. Takes less than a second, and it also helps me on the back end because Google's kind of screwing me over. They're not letting me promote my cryptocurrency videos. I don't know why. I guess it's coming off as investment advice, so I don't know what to say. But yeah. Let's get into today's first article. I'm going to kind of speed through things today. CFTC approves Bitnomial to offer contracts settled in real Bitcoin or futures contracts. If you guys don't know, it's futures contracts are basically you betting on whether the price of an asset are going to go down or go up in the medium, mid, short term, long term, whatever you set your agreement at or your transaction at. So it's kind of good news to actually see that more people are looking to not just set futures, but to actually settle these futures in actual Bitcoin, which would mean that Bitcoin would actually be bought and purchased and it would actually contribute to the ecosystem that is the Bitcoin blockchain. So that's pretty cool. Today, only the CME, CBOE backed ErisX and LedgerX offer Bitcoin futures and option contracts, though not all of them settle in actual Bitcoin. As far as I know, Backed is the only one, to my knowledge, that settles in futures. It settles in Bitcoin and not just like paper fiat money. So it's kind of cool to see that somebody else has saw the vision and is actually trying to go in the direction of we're not dealing with fiat, we're trying to deal in Bitcoin. That's the whole idea of Bitcoin. So why would we settle Bitcoin contracts in fiat? That's kind of contradictory, but it's cool. It's really cool to see them actually getting approved, not just having the idea but getting approved. They actually raised $7.5 million in equity raise from 12 investors last December. So it's cool to see that other people are seeing the vision, and we're growing these different types of companies that want to move in the direction that is start settling things in the currency or the asset class that you're trying to predict. Well, moving on to the next article. Coinmama appoints unicorn Iron Source GM Sagi Bakshi as CEO. Well, I used to be a really big fan of Coinmama, to be honest with you, but we have so many different on ramps to get into the cryptocurrency space now. Coinmama hasn't been, I would say, my number one pick anymore, but I would still use them occasionally from time to time. So now we're seeing new leadership going into the Coinmama company. So it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how the direction that he takes the company in. Well, you guys can check this out over on the channel. It'll be in the descriptions of the video. Well, you guys are already on the channel, so you guys can just look in the description of the video if you guys are interested in these changes and what may be coming as a result of this change in leadership. And last article before I actually talk about the topic of my video, Americans are not buying crypto with their stimulus checks, says CEO of Coinbase, Ian Armstrong. Americans were Americans are using stimulus checks to buy crypto. His reasoning centered around a spike in deposits of exactly $1,200 at around the time of first wave stimulus payments. Oh, so it's not Brian Armstrong saying that they're not. He was implying that they were. You were. I remember talking about this article actually. I thought he might have doubled back on his recent statement. So I guess this is somebody else arguing against it. However, for many reasons, this logic is flawed. As such, this data alone is not evidence of a government-funded mass inflow of capital into the crypto markets. The U.S. government is struggling to administer check payments. Well, that's very true. There's actually a lot of people who are going through hell to get their payments. There's a lot of third parties that are involved in their paychecks, well, their stimulus checks being distributed to them, and it's like a whole battle for them to get that stuff together. So it's not shocking to hear that, because it's very true. If you guys watch the news or even just news on national level all around the United States. That's going on. The reality of the economic situation doesn't support stimulus checks spent on crypto investments. That's also true because people will be more concerned about having spare cash on hand and to feed their kids for more emergencies or for food or for emergency supplies. So yes, that is very true. But in my personal opinion, he's going under the assumption that everybody is in dire straits. Now, I'm not going to take away that people aren't going through economic hardship, but what I am going to say is that there are a lot of people who, before this whole corona thing happened, were doing pretty well, and who how this corona pandemic hasn't really affected them. Let's be real, because I'll be honest. Yeah, the corona pandemic happened, and it kind of affected me a little bit, but I'm still going. I'm still making money. I'm not out here. Okay, if I'm put it like this, if they never said that we were supposed to get that stimulus check, I would still be able to pay my bills. So it's not everybody. He's trying to generalize it and make it seem as if it's everybody. And to be honest with you, a lot of these people, it's their own. A lot of them, I'm not going to say lost their jobs because they were irresponsible or anything, but a lot of these people were kind of irresponsible. Like, let's be real. Like, if you're not prepared for something of this nature at all, to where you don't have at least 2 to 3 months worth of money saved up, and you have a family, if you understand what I'm saying, a family. I understand the small business owners, don't get me wrong, I understand them completely. But as far as like the regular, average, everyday person who doesn't really have anything like that established, the least they should have been doing to prepare for crisis like this is to have money saved up for their kids. And if you don't have money saved up for situations like this, you shouldn't be having kids. Jack, A S S. I gotta spell it out because I'm not trying to have too much profanity in my videos. But yeah, so that's his outlook, that why people aren't really spending their money on crypto, and it's understandable. But to be honest with you guys, me, I am a person who did spend his stimulus check on investing into the crypto markets, and my actual number one pick right now that I want to invest it, I invested money into, would have to be this one. I've actually been talking and discussing sell with a couple of my associates. We've been looking at it for quite a bit, quite a while now, and it's just, I don't know. Remember what I was telling you guys about coins that, or how altcoins are going to be the proof of productivity, or the proof of success, or a metric of success, or transactional data in the company? Celsius is a loan product company. They base themselves in loans. And to be honest with you, when you're dealing in, whether it's fiat loans, Bitcoin loans, whatever type of loans it may be, and then you're also dealing in a way where people can have immediate access to these funds through your company, that's that's a big thing. On top of the fact that I believe Celsius has done over $500 billion in loans or transactions to date since they've come out. Their CEO has a good history in work that they've done before. And I say work that they've done before, has a good history when it comes to his accolades and his status, as far as previous positions he's held in prior companies that he was working with. I'm not going to sit here and try and sell it to anybody. This was just my personal pick for seeing some nice growth. They've come out, they have a decent circulating supply of around 450 million. They've actually been really strong. Celsius is actually one of the strongest coins that I feel like is slept on this entire market, next to Chainlink. Celsius has been maintaining its value extremely well, coming all the way from around 2, 3 cents. Celsius has not crashed below that. They've been keeping a consistent daily trading volume as well. They're on a few exchanges, nothing major. Hit BTC, Liquid, Switcheo, and the basics IDEX. Yeah, I really like Celsius. A lot of people argue, well, what's the point of the coin? Oh, guys, the whole altcoin market, in my perspective, as I've said once again to reestablish this, is proof of transactions, proof of what the company is actually doing, proof of, it's just like I said, it's proof of that they're doing what they need to be doing. They're making profits. Um, there's and they're having net gains, like actual positive net gains. It's not just profits going into um overhead. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how much Cell grows in the future. I actually think that Cell is going to be one of the faster growing cryptocurrency companies on the list of the CoinMarketCap top 100. I think they're top 100. Okay, I know they're top 100 on CoinGecko, but I don't know about actually no, they are top 100 on CoinMarketCap. I'm bugging, they are. So it's going to be interesting to see how they climb, especially with the coming bull market coming up. So this is actually my number one pick personally as far as altcoin goes, and potential to see some growth short term if you're trading. But like I said, I'm not telling people to do anything. I'm just saying this is what I spent my stimulus check on because I see the potential in it. But anyway, everybody, this is your boy CG. I'm out. Peace. Have a great day and stay safe.